Hi guys, hope you're having a wonderful day. I am sick, so yeah, that didn't help. But I am watching this documentary about farming and stuff. And it's just a bunch of, and there's a bunch of lies in here that's just ridiculous. I want you guys to look at it. So, first off, it says this guy saying about small farms. Just watch.
Talk about, I'm a small farmer and I'm providing food for restaurants and I sell some of my stuff at a CSA and I have a truck stand and I go to the farmer's market once a week. That's what a small farmer typically these days would say.
No, not quite. That's what some farmers would say, but not all of them. Some small farmers, what they would do is they just do it for fun. Like they would grow a few acres. Like Grandpa Whitney, he doesn't even grow an acre, but he does it. That's a small farmer. He just does it for fun like that. That's a small farmer. Something like that, that's more like, that's not much of a, that's a bit of a small farmer, but not as much as compared to like what Grandpa Whitney does almost. That's a small farmer. So that's a lie, right? That's a little true and most of a lie. It's stupid.
Well, that was what everybody did 50 years ago.
Incorrect. That's what not people did that 50 years ago. That was only a 5%. Then 95% of farmers, what they would do is they would plow their ground, disc the ground, cultivate the ground, then they would plant it and harvest it, sell it to the elevator and crap. That's what they did. Only 95% of people did that. And they're saying this stuff is stupid. That's what most people in the big cities did. They're not realizing that, like, out here in Nebraska, Iowa, or like Kansas, we are farming for wheat and corn and beans and Milo. That's what they did back then. But they're not realizing that. They think that they're not doing anything. And it's like, really? That's just stupid. Do you guys agree? Because I definitely agree with what I'm saying. Keep watching.
There weren't as many restaurants, but restaurants got their food locally and people got their food locally and most everything was seasonal.
Which is true.
You look at frozen food, you look at microwaves, you look at super highly processed food, you look at the ease with which these things can be transported. Each of these steps made it more and more possible to say, if we grow a lot of the same crop in one area, then we have the ability to process food, freeze it, ship it from a central location to the rest of the country. And you're not saying, how do we want to feed ourselves? You're saying, how can we make agriculture into the most efficient, profit-making system that we can? To start with, how do we make the most possible money rather than how do we produce the most appropriate food?
That guy is stupid. He does not know anything about farming apparently because, yes, farmers do get money. We do want to make it the most possible money we can get. And he's saying, well, we don't need to think about how much we're producing the right amount. Whoa, that guy needs to stop. We need to think about the right amount we need and to kind of also help get a little more money from it too. Well, there's not much ways you can do that because, the stock markets, like the grain prices and equipment is expensive these days. Like $300,000-$400,000 for a combine. That's stupid, but still, that's just how it works. But there are some pretty good successful farmers. So he is practically off track. A lot off track. Let's keep watching, see if we find any more lies.
It is at a crisis point, but it's not a crisis you wake up and see every morning. It's at a crisis point where we have a healthcare crisis, where our land and water is being badly used, and climate change.
Whoa, land and water badly used? F you! It's not badly used, you jackass! We grow frickin' corn and all that to make our goddamn crops. Do you want any bread without wheat? Huh? grow crops. It's one of the most important things in the world, actually. And he says our water's being badly used. Well, yes, a little bit. Because some people use it from the Nebraska aquifer and using pure fresh water. Well, you can also hitch the irrigation system up to a pond and use the water from that. Actually, if Dad works for a farmer and he has a farm that his field is by a pond, he actually does that. So some water is badly used. Most of it is, but you're using the water to grow the crops because you need to. You don't necessarily need it unless it's really, really dry. But if you're using irrigation into a pond, then it's not badly used because you're using it to grow the crops. But this guy clearly doesn't understand anything about that. He has to be an actual farmer for years and years to actually know that. I haven't been a farmer for years and years, but I have been a farmer for a long time, and I know all this stuff just from basic factuality because I love to be a farmer. I want it to be, though. But he's saying our land is badly used. That is incorrect. It is not badly used. We use it to grow crops. He does not understand that. He is apparently not a farmer. He's just a psychotic idiot. Okay, climate change, yes. Kind of. I'm kind of confused what he's saying, but whatever.
It affects almost everything. Each aspect of that has big problems. It appears that we have a food system, but what we have is a system of using agriculture, food marketing, food production to make money for a number of corporations.
Yes! We're using agriculture to get money, and it's because we grow the food for the crops. He is lying. Because we use it to grow the crops. He's just an idiot, guys. He just does not understand. A farmer can watch this documentary and be like, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. Everything wrong with this documentary is wrong.
We do get to eat. But we
yes.
do get to eat food that's green and nutritious and fair and affordable. And if those are our goals...
Are you a jackie? Yes, we do! Millions and billions of people get to! What a freaking idiot! Like sweet corn. Or like tomatoes and lettuce and celery and crap. Oh my dear freaking Lord, you do! For God's sakes! I'm getting so stressed because this documentary is just stupid.
Then we need a food system that says, these are our goals, how do we get there?
They do, and a lot of people have figured them out. Apparently he doesn't because he's not a farmer. People have already figured that out for years ago. They figured that out in like the 80s or 50s or whatever.
The winter season here at the farm is much different than the other seasons.
True.
It can be an incredibly beautiful time.
Sometimes, yes.
Keeping warm.
That's why you have ACs. AC.
And also keeping our livestock warm.
Yes, that is true.
And well fed.
That is very much true.
Winter is a season that I think here in the Midwest, we just want to get through it quickly.
I like how he's using that, yes.
I work on the farm with my wife Chris and our son Will. My son Will must be at least a foot taller than I am now. I look up to Will in many ways. There's been a couple times where we've asked him, so what do you want to do on the farm? What part of this do you want to do? And one of the things that he came up with when he was still in high school was that he wanted to resurrect the maple syrup business.
Okay.
The native Kickapoo shared how to make syrup with my fourth great grandfather in 1830. And from that time on, syrup has been made each generation.
I wanted to do the maple syrup because I really enjoy being in the timber. The sounds and the smells. It's just a very calming, relaxing environment to be in.
Which I can see. If it's you.
Back to a time that was very important to this farm. It's a sense of pride to see the next generation recapture some of that. This farm was settled by my fourth great-grandfather in October of 1830. In 1981, the farm had been in our family for 151 years at that point.
See, oh, hey, I love this one part that I'm seeing.
18 years, the farm
I love how that tractor is. I love that tractor.
Was farmed conventionally, corn and soybeans. And during that period of time was when the fellow that farmed the acreage was so excited that it was Roundup Ready soybeans. So then my grandmother bought the farm back, and I moved back here in the spring of '99. It was a very surreal kind of an experience in many ways. The buildings were in tough shape, so they needed repair. The house needed repairs, and the land needed to be repaired.
No crap.
The soil just didn't seem the same.
Holy God, that only shoot. You need chemicals to kill the weeds, and you need to plow it and disc it. Dang, you really need to treat that.
Corn stalks were still there 2 and 3 years later, just weren't breaking down.
God. Well, it breaks down. Well, the farmer didn't apparently know how to freaking farm because it wasn't breaking down because he wasn't freaking like plowing it, field cultivating it, and that. That's why it wasn't breaking down. God. But if in the corn stalks, if you do plant without like cultivating that, it reduces the amount of weeds and stuff in the field, which is actually a true fun fact, but it is very hard on the planter. Not unless you shred it, but still, it'd be still very hard. Even though it's a shredder.
It's hard to walk on. It just didn't feel right.
No crap.
Soil is one of those things that most people just sort of take for granted. And yet, if you think about it as a resource, it's sort of the most undervalued yet invaluable resource humanity has.
What? Nuh-uh.
It's the foundation for terrestrial life. It's the foundation for agriculture. And yet, we've pretty much, for the modern era, been treating soil like dirt.
Yeah, that's what it's there for. You can't just lose soil like that. You can't lose soil just like that, for God's sakes. What an idiot. I mean, I'm not going to watch this documentary anymore. This is so stupid. It's what it's called if you want to watch it, even though it's an idiot thing. I mean, it's so stupid. It's full of lies, dude. This is all true freaking facts, and some of these people apparently aren't really farmers. They need to understand how that works and how it is. You have to be a farmer for years to do that. And apparently they're really not, because they're just full of freaking lies. I mean, who does not agree with me? Because if you do, that's just crazy. Because that is true basic facts of what I said. That is full of lies. I mean, oh my God. I'm so stressed because people do not get what farming is anymore. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I gotta go. So, see ya in the next video. See ya.